All right, guys, so I'm in Arizona. The storm just passed me and there's this rainbow. And you know what they say is at the end of every rainbow? That's right, Apache trout. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Skitty Fishing, and of all places today, I am in Arizona, tackling my next adventure for the Western Native Trout Challenge. Today's target is gonna be the Apache Trout, and this is the first fish within the tier of advanced caster. So if you'd like to see any of my adventures up to this point, you can check it out with the link on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. So for those that don't know, the Western Native Trout Challenge is a grand slam, epic grand slam that basically covers 12 trout and char in 12 states. For the big picture of the challenge, master caster, you cannot catch the same fish more than once in a different state. So for example, Yellowstone cutthroat can be caught in 5 states. You only pick one of those states. Apache trout are only found in Arizona, so really there's kind of not a big selection of what you can do here. There are some Gila trout, but I chose New Mexico for that. But this is going to be state number 6 and fish number 7. So real excited to be here, guys. It's the very last day of September and I'm feeling really good about this. So it is beautiful out here in the White Mountains and the Apache National Forest. So let's see what we can catch. So Albert is catching up, but he just cleaning up his truck. We're both car camping, so he was eating a breakfast and getting ready. I saw a truck with a fly rod on it drive past us and I was like, no, I don't want to be the second person here. Long story short, Albert's going to be catching up. Rod today is the Mizuchi. I do have a Kokoro 360 with me, so we'll be tenkara fishing. I decided the Mizuchi after assembling the Kokoro because I felt like maybe this was too tight and Kokoro might be too soft, so it might open up upstream here to justify Kokoro, but I just don't know when I'm gonna need to be in a 12-foot setting, when I'm gonna need to be in a 9 or an 8. All right, guys, well, I'm gonna be honest with you, it is not going so well. I have been fishing run after run after run with no luck. I'm trying to spook fish. I can't find them. Albert has already left. He's moving on to get a brook trout because that's the last thing he needs for the Arizona Wild Trout Challenge. So we're gonna meet back up. We're not done fishing together, but I think he wants to reserve this creek for me now until I get my Apache, and then we'll kind of meet back up. So wish me luck, guys. This is it's good water, but this is tough fishing. think I'm just really looking for pools. Ooh, ooh, got him, got him, got him, got him. Don't fall off, don't fall off, don't fall off. Apache. All right, I'm recording and I got it. All right, let's get this guy off. There we go. Beautiful. It almost kind of looks like a cutty in some ways. Wow. Okay, well, Albert, if you're watching this video, that was just a few minutes after we left, so that gives me optimism to keep going. Hands are wet the entire time. So that is at 4 and 4. So I mean, that's like barely 8 inches. Get out of here, buddy. There he goes. Let him go downstream. Whew. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm probably 2 miles right now, maybe a little over that. So we'll keep the grind going. But right here, I remember thinking, maybe something's right where the grass is, so I'll just go over to the right. And I was like, I probably already spooked something. Oh, guys, whew, state number 6, fish number 7, the Apache trout. All of the gas and time that went into that is just immediately worth it. Whew. Thank God for that. Oh, yes. Where are you? Apache. Apache. Yes. Yes. Ah, thank you. Let's get you in the water ASAP, buddy. There we go. Okay. Yes. Look at that. Oh, that is so cool. Hands are wet. Gotta get him unhooked here. Keep him in the water while I get my camera. Whew. Yes. Yes, 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 guys. Oh man, so beautiful. Look at that. So actually, I had a hard time believing the last one was 8 inches. I thought maybe I just did too quick of a measurement and kind of guessed, but nope, that's true and true. I haven't really taken any time to really talk about this, guys, but man, what a beautiful river and creek that this is. Still kind of unsure where Albert's at. Remember he said he was going to fish a water coming in or out of a reservoir. I'm half tempted. Here, maybe the next so many minutes, I'll start swinging back and I'll hit some of those spots that I already did. I spooked one I'd like to come back to. And there's always a chance that the one spot that Kelly caught him out of, not Kelly, Albert, may have some as well, because he said a few scattered when he did that. He released them right next to the water, so that probably turned him off for a little bit. It's been a couple hours now. That looks good, but hasn't been entirely favorable. There we go. There we go. Guys, I'm sorry for the dangling. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing because I think it's funny. I'm laughing because I'm stressing. There we go. Apache. Let's go. Yes. Oh man, it is so hard to see them in this water. They blend in so well. Hands are wet. Little guy. Wow. I mean, this one might be the smallest, but this one might be the prettiest. Look at that, guys. Apache trout. Beautiful. This water is very cold. See, he's taking refuge under my net, but I mean, as soon as they're in the water here, it's like this amber, orange, reddish color. They blend in so well. I knew that was a good spot down there. They haven't been floating consistently in this type of water, but I will say this, because I can tell somebody is going to be bothered by this, but I really am not trying to like yank them out and dangle them and stuff. Though I do think that trout are more hardy than we give them credit for, but I'm not being careless on purpose. I think it's just, I'm going so far between catches, and the action of this rod might be a little bit faster for the size that I'm catching, and so it's just kind of a lot of power. Got a little bit of a wind breeze. So I gotta keep bow and arrow casting. Of course, when I'm not recording, that's when I catch my biggest one. That's how that works. Okay, there we go. Hands are wet. Look at that, guys. Wow, that is a stellar fish. 8.5 inch Apache trout, guys. Oh, man, they blend in so much, don't they? Whew. Okay, well, that was 4, and I was really working my way down. I actually tried to fish the same spot that Albert did, and I couldn't get anything to strike, so and then I come down here and was like, oh, that looks good. Sure enough, I get one, so that might actually be the last one. We'll see. What was that? Yeah, I've caught 4 Apaches so far. Yeah, I drove all the way from Utah to catch them, so yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it.
Yeah, that's great, because I know they got the native species all back in this creek now.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was worth the drive, even for those 4.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you had some success.
That's awesome. Enjoy your hike. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yep, you too. Come on. Oh, got him. Got him. Just a little guy I knew was gonna be tiny. Oh, there we go. All right, let's get you in the stream, buddy. I got you, I got you, I got you. There we go. Number 5, guys. Oh, I mean, just tiny little thing. All right, guys, little baby Apache trout. How cool is that? I mean, I don't love that he flung out like that. Not the way I want to treat these natives, but this rod is a little too stiff for him. I mean, I guess in some ways, you know, back home, people are dropping them out of airplanes and lakes. Can't be any worse than that, I guess. I don't know, what do you guys think? I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I intentionally didn't pick summer. I intentionally keep my hands wet. I'm intentionally trying to keep them in the water as much as possible. I mean, so I'm trying to be conscious of native trout and situational awareness and stuff. All right, guys, I'm doing my outro here because I have to hike back down. It is the last day of September of 2025, and this area has been closed all summer because of the heat. There have been wildfires just north of here that have really threatened these fish. And I could not be more grateful to be here, guys, catching them, even if it was just 3. So it was a grind. It was a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. I put maybe grand total of 4 miles, maybe even 5, walking up and down by the time I'm done here. But I don't know, I do think that Arizona has done a terrific job with managing these species. There's definitely no other species that I had to worry about. I've seen videos where people are catching, you know, brook trout or brown trout along with them, and it's pretty clear that those are different streams. But congratulations to Arizona, though, for really striving and trying to bring them back, including the Apache Native tribe. In fact, I went to the Wasatch Fly Tying Expo, and the Apache Nation had a booth there for Apache conservation and awareness. And I literally shook the lady's hand. I just said, thank you for what you do for these fish. It really means a lot. And I don't know. So it was definitely a lot more of a grind than I thought, but sometimes that makes it extra special too, right? So Albert barely made it in this video because he's doing the Arizona Trout Challenge. And he is a brook trout just shy of that. So after he caught his Apache pretty quick, I think he felt like it was going to be a big grind for me, and it was. And so I basically told him, hey, if you want to leave, I'll catch up with you. And that's what he did. So hopefully he's caught that. But yeah, he drove all the way up from Pennsylvania to do this, guys. So I mean, he just slayed it. Did he did Wyoming, Utah, almost did all of Nevada's Native Fish Slam. And I'm very confident he's going to get today's done. So anyway, with that being said, guys, let me know if you have any questions, any comments. I apologize for dangling some of those fish. It was, I don't know, I was in a really weird headspace while trying to land them. But nonetheless, I'm just babbling and babbling, but I mean, beautiful country, guys. The elevation was a lot higher than I thought it was gonna be, and the country is far more beautiful than I thought. I mean, driving in from northern Arizona, I was like, what the heck am I about to get myself into? And man, it's just when a national forest pops out of nowhere, it really pops out. So anyway, you guys rock. I appreciate you for following these videos. I appreciate you for following along on this journey so far. So this is the first state into the into the advanced caster tier. I'm done with expert, so truck it along. New Mexico is next, and we'll see you guys on the flip side. Tie lines, everyone. There we go. And that is number 8. And the first one I didn't yank out. Holy cow. Man, got those beautiful big bug eyes. Number 8. Oh, there you go. That's all right. We won't tell anybody about that.